Alright guys, what's good? I don't think I've posted a video in a while, but I'm about to make a vlog tomorrow. But this is just gonna get uploaded currently. It's currently like 12 a.m. It's a different video, but the title is kind of exotic, but it actually is true. So currently, to like introduce what I'm about to talk about, I'm going to California for college because um I wish I could I'm going out of state regardless, unless I'm doing pre-med, which I would go to my local college. But since none of my colleges in South Dakota are like targets or not like semi-targets for any careers, that is leading me to go out of state. So I want to do a career in like tech or maybe even finance if I really want to, but something in like the area of tech and finance and like math. Something like I could be quant dev, software engineer, consultant, or investment banking. But like those are the four careers I'd probably do. But other than that, um to do the CC method, um it'd probably be best if I went to Cali because that's where they have the best colleges, the best public schools. Like UC Berkeley and UCLA are like notably the best public schools and like are targets for a lot of careers that I said earlier. But also, if I want to do that method, then I'm going to have to qualify for in-state tuition because I can never pay the out-of-state attendance, out-of-state cost of attendance, which is actually insane. Um, I think it's around like 80K a year for out-of-state, so that's actually insane. But if I want to do get in-state tuition while my years in community college, I would have to like be financially independent. And like other than that, there's some basic things like become like California resident, or to do that like you have to get a license, or ID California, like pay California taxes, be like not be listed as dependent on my parents' taxes and things like that. But the big one is to become financially independent, which is a pretty hard thing, because California is like one of the most expensive places to live in. And the specific community college I'm going to is De Anza, and it's like in Cupertino, so it's like in the Bay Area. And notably, like the Bay Area is like one of the most expensive places to live in the United States. But the reason why I chose that one is because they're like the only community college in California that actually has housing, or like kind of housing that is owned by the college. And that like helps me a lot, right? Because then I don't have to actually go out and live in like the actual apartments and like rent somewhere where it's gonna be like 3K. Because like I'm pretty sure like current one bedroom, one bathrooms are like 3K a month, which is insane. And if I want to get in-state tuition, I would have to become financially independent, meaning I could not rely or get any money from my parents, and that is just insane. I ain't gonna lie. So 3K is like actually a problem. I don't think any job is gonna help me afford that. So, um, and the problem with that is the community college, they have like a wait list for the freaking dorms, which is actually insane because like like that community college is like one of the biggest feeders to schools like UC Berkeley and UCLA, and even schools like Stanford, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's like the big community college that everybody knows in that area, or just everybody knows in general that goes to community college in California. It's called De Anza, but um, and that's why they have like a big wait list, because there's a bunch of international kids who like struggle to get into T20s like directly out of high school, so they have to like go through a process of going to community college so they can increase their chances. And they are really rich, so like they can really pay the out of state cost of attendance and not struggle with anything. But like for me, to only like the only way I can actually do that path is to qualify for in state, which, and I would have to be able to pay for my own rent, food, everything like that. And I would not be able to do that if the rent is 3K. So that's why like I have to either go and get onto like the apartments for the De Anza, which is renting at only 1K. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 1K a month, which is not too bad. And I think if I work like a job that's like easily achievable, and I could like easily pay for utility bills and like my phone bill and things like that, because like I think the only amount of money I can borrow from my parents each year is like $300, and that includes like gifts that I get. So no Christmas, like all my gifts, Christmas, things like that, my birthday, can only add up to $300 if I want to qualify for in-state tuition, which is actually insane. And yeah, and like really, I have to pay the rent myself. So if I don't end up getting into like the uh day onset housing, I will be like like really actually homeless, bro, which is chopped. But I don't think that's actually gonna stop me, because if I do end up homeless, I might like deadass buy a car, and I guess the car and the insurance is going to be my rent, and I'm gonna live in the car, I guess. But that makes more complications because where I shower and things like that. But yeah, that's like a really big thing that I'm going to face in like the next couple of years, because like even to go to like a top 20 university out of high school right now, or even like any public like good school like Purdue, or we could say UIUC, which aren't like T20s, but they're notably like good, and they don't have a crazy like low acceptance rate. Or like if I wanted to do finance, Indiana University, they're not like really selective. And I'm not like a terrible student, right? So, but even if I were to go to like big schools, I would not qualify for any aid, because like my household income like goes over the limit, and that is the problem. So that's why I have to do the community college method in general if I do want to go into a career like tech or finance. And that's like the hard part. But yeah, I think on this YouTube channel, like in the future, I'm gonna make like videos on me trying to like make money or side hustles to be able to save up and afford that, because like the first year of even like to be financially independent again, the first year of out of state community college cost of attendance at like De Anza, I think like living there in general is like 33K, which I have to afford on my own. And as a backup, I can do loans, and with my first choice, I should be able to get like some federal loans, which are loans that like I don't think they have interest, or like you get it from the federal government, and it's like you get granted loans, and yeah, it helps. And then after that, you would have to try and get private loans, which you would have to get co-signed with your parents. So like my parents would have to agree to sign up or co-sign for the loans, and that would actually end up uh they would have to pay, or like the loans would have to be paid for by my parents if I don't get a job after college, which sucks. And that hopefully I do get a return offer from like an internship, because if I don't, that's actually so cooked, because then my parents are gonna be like, because if we do the math right now, the first year I would have to fund 33K, and I think with the job I can make like 20K a year, so that would be 13K dip the first year. And then the second year, where I get in-state tuition, it'd be like around maybe 15K, and I would be able to pay that off and have an extra 5K. So I would be in 13K debt, and then I think it's like 50K in state tuition cost of attendance at UC Berkeley. But technically, for financial aid, you would usually have to fill out your household income. But since I'm like financially independent, I think I would only have to list my own income, which would not be a lot for like someone paying for tuition. So I think I'd get like really reduced rates, and that like essentially I think UC Berkeley does really good need-based aid. But if I'm making like 20K myself by myself and I'm financially independent, I think I would damn near get like a full ride at UC Berkeley. So yeah, but the first problem is like De Anza is not like a community college where they give need-based aid. So I would have to find out how I'm going to survive those first couple years. But yeah, that's kind of what this video was about. I was just gonna like record a video just talking about this because that's like a pretty big thing. And if I end up like in the next 3 years making videos in a minivan because I end up homeless but still in college, that's gonna be so chopped. But yeah, I'm just heads up. But yeah, and this is not 100% certain. Like this is not the path I'm going to do 100%, but like I'm very likely. Like I think 90. Like if I were to describe in like a percentage, I think 99% chance I would do this if I can actually do it. But if there's like something that's holding me back that I didn't calculate right, then I would just like go to resort to a backup and just go to my local college and literally do pre-med there and then just go somewhere bougie for med school that like has really reduced tuition. Like I'm pretty sure even though it's a long shot, like NYU for example, they literally cover all your tuition if you go to their med school, so no matter what your income is. So that's kind of insane. But other than that, yeah, that's what this video is about. um I'm about to upload a vlog. I'm about to record a vlog tomorrow, and I think I'll upload that in a couple days. I did go to Denver and I vlogged that, but like the film just got so messy because I recorded it on my phone when I forgot to bring my camera, and then when my phone died on my little brother's phone. So I don't know if that I'm gonna actually upload that video, but yeah, I'm gonna do a vlog tomorrow. We're gonna get a lot done. But other than that, yeah, see you in the next video, and hopefully I don't end up homeless. But yeah.